It was Priscilla's first day at college, and everything felt overwhelming. The campus was full of strangers, and the vast buildings made her feel tiny. She tried to follow the crowd but soon realized she had lost her way. Feeling lost and alone, Priscilla sat down under a large tree, wishing for the comfort of home. Just as she was about to give up, a voice called out, "You look lost. Need some help?" Priscilla looked up to see a friendly girl with a bright smile. Her name was Emma. Emma had been a student at the college for a year and was more than happy to show Priscilla around. The two hit it off instantly, and Priscilla began to feel like maybe, just maybe, college life wouldn't be so scary after all. As the days went by, Priscilla and Emma spent more time together. They attended lectures, studied, and even grabbed lunch in the campus cafe. Priscilla learned that Emma was passionate about history, while Priscilla loved science. Though their interests were different, they found joy in each other's company. Emma made Priscilla laugh with her quirky stories, and Priscilla helped Emma with her math homework. Their friendship grew deeper, and soon, they became inseparable. They supported each other through the challenges of their courses, and whenever Priscilla felt stressed, Emma was there to calm her down. The pair had formed a bond that no one could break. One day, Emma invited Priscilla to a college party. Priscilla was hesitant, unsure if she would enjoy the loud music and big crowd. However, Emma convinced her, saying, "You never know until you try." At the party, Priscilla felt out of place. The noise was overwhelming, and she didn't know anyone except Emma. But Emma stayed by her side, making sure Priscilla felt comfortable. By the end of the night, Priscilla had even made a few new friends. She realized that sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone could lead to unexpected adventures. The experience brought her closer to Emma, who always encouraged her to embrace new experiences. Midway through the semester, Priscilla struggled with a difficult exam. She stayed up late, but the material just didn't click. Emma noticed Priscilla's stress and sat down with her to study. They spent hours going over the toughest concepts together. Emma patiently explained things, never making Priscilla feel inadequate. When Priscilla finally took the exam, she felt more confident, knowing that she had Emma's support. When the grades came back, Priscilla had done better than she expected. She thanked Emma for being there, and Emma just smiled, saying, "That's what friends are for." As the weeks went on, a misunderstanding caused a rift between Priscilla and Emma. Priscilla had overheard Emma talking to someone else, saying she didn't think Priscilla would pass the final project. Priscilla felt hurt and confronted Emma about it, causing tension between the two. Emma was taken aback and explained that it was a joke. She had been talking to her cousin about how stressed they both were about the project, and it was never meant to hurt Priscilla. Priscilla realized she had jumped to conclusions and apologized. They both agreed that honest communication was key to keeping their friendship strong. After the misunderstanding, Priscilla and Emma worked together to make things right. They spent an entire afternoon talking about their feelings, clearing the air. Priscilla learned that being quick to assume could lead to unnecessary conflict. Emma, too, understood the importance of choosing her words carefully. By the time the project was due, they were in a better place than before. Their friendship had become even stronger, built on trust and mutual respect. The experience taught them that sometimes, the best way to heal a hurt is through honest conversations. At the annual college fair, Emma and Priscilla were both excited but nervous about the opportunities ahead. Emma had her eyes set on a graduate program in history, while Priscilla was thinking about a research opportunity in biology. The pressure to make decisions about their futures loomed over them, and they both found themselves uncertain. Together, they spent hours talking to representatives from various programs. Emma encouraged Priscilla to be confident in her choices, and Priscilla reminded Emma that she didn't need to rush. By the end of the day, they both felt more at ease. Their friendship had become a safe space for them to share their dreams, and neither of them was alone in facing the future. A major opportunity arose when Priscilla was invited to present her research at an academic conference. It was a huge deal, but Priscilla was terrified. She feared that she would make a mistake in front of so many experts. Emma saw Priscilla's anxiety and stepped in to help her practice. They spent days rehearsing, with Emma offering constructive feedback. Priscilla's confidence grew, and when the day of the presentation arrived, she felt ready. She nailed the presentation, and it was Emma who was the first to congratulate her afterward. Priscilla learned that facing her fears head-on, with support from a true friend, made all the difference. As graduation approached, Priscilla and Emma found themselves reflecting on their time in college. They had faced countless challenges, but they had done it all together. The final exams were stressful, but they knew they had each other's backs. Emma kept Priscilla motivated, and Priscilla helped Emma focus when she felt overwhelmed. On the day of graduation, Priscilla and Emma walked across the stage together, both of them filled with pride. They had come so far, and their friendship had been a constant source of strength throughout their journey. It was a milestone they would always cherish. After graduation, Priscilla and Emma were heading in different directions. Emma was moving to another city for her graduate program, while Priscilla had secured a research position abroad. The thought of being apart made them both sad, but they knew that their friendship would survive the distance. On their last day together, they promised to stay in touch. They hugged tightly, not knowing when they would see each other again, but both confident that their bond would endure. Saying goodbye wasn't easy, but it was a part of the next chapter in their lives. As Priscilla settled into her new life abroad, she often found herself missing Emma. Yet, they continued to support each other through messages and video calls. Emma was a constant source of encouragement, just as Priscilla was for Emma. Despite the miles between them, their friendship had not faded. Priscilla realized that true friendships don't depend on proximity, they depend on trust, support, and mutual care. She knew that even if life led them down different paths, Emma would always be there, just as she would be for Emma. A year later, Emma visited Priscilla during her break. The moment they saw each other at the airport, it felt as though no time had passed. They immediately picked up where they had left off, laughing and reminiscing about their college days. The reunion was a reminder that some friendships are meant to last forever. During the visit, they took a trip to a nearby beach, and as they watched the sunset together, they talked about how much they had grown. The distance hadn't changed their bond, it had only made it stronger. Their friendship had weathered the challenges of time and space. As Priscilla and Emma sat by the ocean, they reflected on their college journey. They realized that without each other, their experiences would have been vastly different. Emma had pushed Priscilla to be brave, while Priscilla had helped Emma focus. Together, they had faced every challenge and celebrated every success. Their friendship had shaped their college life in ways they had never imagined. What started as a simple encounter on Priscilla's first day had turned into a lifelong connection. They both agreed that it had been the best part of their college years. Years passed, and Priscilla and Emma continued to grow in their careers and personal lives. They each faced new challenges and adventures, but they remained the closest of friends through it all. Whenever one of them needed advice or support, the other was there. Their friendship had become a foundation for their lives. Despite the changes in their lives, the one thing that remained constant was their bond. They had become more than just friends, they were family. And no matter where life took them, they knew that they would always have each other. The friendship between Priscilla and Emma changed their college lives in ways they never expected. They learned that true friendship isn't just about shared interests, it's about being there for each other, no matter the distance or time. Through thick and thin, their bond grew stronger. The moral of the story is that the best friendships are built on trust, understanding, and support. When we open our hearts to others, we create connections that can change our lives forever.